Filing a petition against Universal Music Group and Spotify, accusing the companies of, quote, artificially inflating the spread of Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. In the New York court filing, Drake alleges UMG and Spotify, quote, deceived consumers into believing the song was more popular than it was, manipulating the streaming services to make the song go viral.
Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and lock in, because you definitely don't want to miss what's coming next. Let's go. When Kendrick ignited his feud with Drake, everybody had eyes glued on the clash between two of the biggest rap giants in history.
Got you today, that don't mean he gonna get you next week. And if he got you, he got you. But if you got something better, something to eclipse Not Like Us, do that, because Drake, you that great. You that special. What's the problem? Get in the studio and handle it like that. You don't handle it in the courtroom. That's not how you address contention in the hip-hop industry when it comes to actual records being made. That's not what you do.
Fans everywhere were placing bets, unsure who'd dominate, especially as both rappers dropped diss track after fiery diss track. Kendrick had his ultimate mic drop moment with the scorching release of Not Like Us, leaving Drake struggling hard and looking real salty about losing. This time, Drake's been called out by fans and critics alike for acting like a sore loser. And honestly, it's easy to see why. Drake's recent moves have folks straight up scratching their heads, wondering what he's even thinking. Rap feuds ain't anything new. Some days you're on top, other days you take the L. But this situation got real messy, real fast. Now Drake has shifted gears and stirred things up by pointing fingers at his own record label, hitting them with some serious shade and legal accusations.
Artificially inflating the spread of Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
Drake is saying is that Universal Music Group, since it owns both him and Kendrick Lamar's music.
What exactly is Drake accusing his label of? Just a few months ago, Drake shocked fans by claiming Kendrick's track, Not Like Us, wasn't really a viral smash hit. It was secretly boosted behind the scenes by Universal Music Group and Spotify. Since these two big-name companies are known for teaming up behind closed doors, Drake didn't hesitate to throw shade directly at them. He even went further and slammed the cover art for Not Like Us when he slapped UMG with a lawsuit accusing them of defamation.
Drake is in contract negotiations with Universal Music Group, but Universal Music Group had a problem.
Some insiders are saying Drake's tantrum is actually about his tense contract negotiations with UMG, alleging that Drake believes Kendrick's sudden massive success was deliberately engineered to lower his own bargaining power. But even if Drake somehow manages to pull off an unlikely win in court, it still might backfire big time when it comes to negotiating his contract. Let's not forget, Drake initially filed a petition against UMG, but quickly pulled it back because he couldn't back up his claims.
All right, real quick, here's what you gotta know about the Drake lawsuit. For starters, it's not a lawsuit, it's a petition. All right, listen closely. See, Drake is signed to a record label called Republic Records. Kendrick Lamar is signed to a record label called Interscope Records. Both of these record labels are owned by Universal Music Group. Now, what Drake is saying is that Universal Music Group, since it owns both him and Kendrick Lamar's music, favored Kendrick Lamar over Drake during their rap beef. Why? Well, here's where it starts to get wicked.
Instead, he pivoted and went for the throat, hitting them hard with a defamation suit where he specifically took shots at Kendrick's Not Like Us cover. Now it's clear that pretty much everyone thinks Drake has no shot at winning this battle. Fans are straight up baffled that a rapper actually went crying to the courts after losing a beef. People can't wrap their heads around Drake's legal move because honestly, who takes a rap feud to court? He's making it way too serious, turning what was just a regular diss-for-diss battle into a full-blown drama. Drake himself literally pushed Kendrick to drop new tracks, then got salty when Kendrick actually did.
Drake says Universal Music Group amplified Kendrick to ruin Drake's career, so then during the contract negotiations, Universal could be like, oh, you're not worth that much now. You look terrible in front of the media. We'll give you this much. And Drake claims they basically did this through botted plays, giving Kendrick Lamar more plays like fake streams through Spotify. He claims that Spotify might be in on this too. Again, to make it look like Kendrick is doing better than he actually is and to make Drake look bad.
Even Stephen A. Smith chimed in and didn't hold back. He blasted Drake, admitting Kendrick shouldn't have dragged Drake's family into it, but still called Drake out for handling things completely wrong. Steven straight up said Drake needs to find another way to deal with this mess because dragging it through court isn't doing him any favors. Right now, Drake's catching nothing but clowning for filing this lawsuit, and he's definitely not winning over any fans with this move.
Lyrics repeatedly accuse Drake of engaging in criminal acts, including calling him a certified pedophile and predator who needs to be placed on a... oh my God, I don't even know why. On a neighborhood watch. The image was designed to reinforce and...
People are roasting Drake hard, pointing out how he was quick to run his mouth about Kendrick after losing their rap battle, but kept quiet after his beef with Meek Mill, which Drake actually won. The hypocrisy isn't lost on anyone. Meanwhile, Universal Music Group is clearly fed up. They've straight up called Drake a sore loser, hitting back hard by filing their own petition, begging the court to throw his lawsuit straight into the trash. Now, to add even more drama, sources close to Kendrick just dropped a bombshell.
This is about label negotiation. If people say, yo, Kendrick, you botted your streams, not cool. But we're still not listening to you, Drake. Then his record label is going to be like, well, we're not going to pay you. People still don't like you. But it gets worse because remember, I said that's if people find out that Kendrick botted his streams. What if Kendrick didn't bot his streams? One, people are not going to like him even more. So the label's definitely not going to pay him. And two, this is gonna look like a sore loser tack.
They're saying Kendrick isn't even bothered about Drake's antics. In fact, he's reportedly planning another track to clown Drake even harder. Social media is already buzzing, with fans practically begging Kendrick to release the track ASAP, while Drake's fans are nervously waiting to see how he'll respond this time.
Course of the genre's entire history, from Ice Cube and NWA to obviously Tupac and Biggie, Jay-Z and Nas, so on and so forth. You've never actually seen potential litigation come into play. So when I saw this drop yesterday, I was like, wow, this is definitely a new frontier in terms of rap.
Meanwhile, insiders reveal UMG execs aren't pleased with the chaos Drake is causing, and whispers say they're even reconsidering his spot on their roster. Could Drake's wild courtroom tantrum be the final straw that sends him packing? This beef is turning into a real career nightmare, and it's all his own doing. And the drama doesn't stop there. Now fans are digging into Drake's past beefs and bringing up receipts.
Okay. And it says, bro, Drake is a colonizer because he's Jewish. Yeah. I think this was a bad idea to use an anti-Semitic angle. I think it was a bad idea to use streamers. This lawsuit, I can't see it. I just can't see it. I can't see Drake winning it. I can't see it helping him PR-wise. Like, I'm just confused. And this is why I don't want to speak remotely for Drake with this. Drake got to come and help us understand what this is about, bro. This just doesn't make any damn sense.
They've pointed out how Drake used to mock other rappers for getting overly sensitive during battles. Talk about irony. Social media is going wild, roasting Drake for being the exact kind of sore loser he's always laughed at. Even famous hip-hop commentators are jumping in, claiming Drake's reputation in the rap world might never recover from this embarrassing stunt.
Crazy is when he had that rap beef with Meek Mill, not a lawsuit in sight, not a word. Took the W and kept it moving. Tell me it's not Karen behavior to now turn around and be in another rap beef and want to file a lawsuit because you lost. You lost.
This is just not culturally sound, bro. You're suing him. What happened to a cease and desist for hoes? You said that, Drake, and now you're suing? Bro. I know Kendrick is somewhere cackling like a madman. He's about to go #1, and now this dude is crashing out over a song from 7 months ago.
Industry sources say some artists are even avoiding collaborations with Drake now, worried that any beef could end up turning into a lawsuit. Drake might have thought he was standing up for himself, but it's looking like he just handed Kendrick and every other rapper a blueprint on exactly how to push his buttons.
One of the most successful recording artists of all time lost a rap battle that he provoked, in which he willingly participated instead of accepting the loss, like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be. And this is what I mean by a petty pen. What type of line is that? Right? Instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be, he sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salve his wounds. Plaintiff's complaint is utterly without merit and should be dismissed with prejudice. God.
Now things are heating up even more because Drake's team is reportedly panicking behind the scenes. Insiders claim they're desperately trying to clean up his public image, but it might be too late for damage control. Some even say Drake regrets dragging UMG to court because he's worried this messy situation could cost him big bucks in lost endorsements and future deals. Fans aren't cutting him any slack either. Memes calling Drake rap's biggest crybaby are flooding timelines. Meanwhile, Kendrick's popularity is soaring higher than ever as people credit him with single-handedly exposing Drake's true colors.
The song is a bop. It is a jam. It has awakened the inner hater in us all. Now, Aubrey, you know damn well that Kendrick dissed you and then the whole world jumped on that hate train. He was on his live and he literally has a bald spot that he's trending for. like right now. I'm all the way in South Africa. I can't imagine being dissed on such global proportions that you come out with a lawsuit and immediately after that, you're trending for a bald spot. Like, it's been a stressful year for this man.
Could this entire drama end up boosting Kendrick's career while Drake spirals downward? It's starting to look like Drake's lawsuit might have just handed Kendrick an easy win in the rap world. This whole mess is getting painful to watch, but who knows where this chaos will lead next? Do you think Drake was genuinely trying to expose shady dealings at UMG, or was he just desperately trying to save what's left of his reputation? People are even joking online, saying Drake is going down harder than J. Rule did back in the day. But seriously, are there other angles in this wild lawsuit drama you want us to dig deeper into? Or maybe there's another juicy topic you're dying for us to spill the tea on? Hit us up in the comments below with your thoughts, and don't forget, smash that like button, subscribe, share this video, and ring that notification bell. We'll see you in the next one.